Good afternoon, my dear viewers. How are you today? I am here again. I am thanking you for all your support, your encouragement. I'm here again to talk about a very important and interesting topic. Yes, we all know that accountants are very important professionals in the areas of business development. Everybody thinks that the only job of an accountant is just to take record, write invoices, take note of all financial inflows and outflows in the business, note the financial aspect of the cash flows. Everybody thinks the accountant job is restricted to only things that pertaining inventory and financial statement preparation. No, accountants are very important professional. So today I want to let you know that as an accountant who is involved, who has been employed, who has been engaged in a maybe a growing business, an existing business, a new business that want to spring up, and how you become a steward to that business. Because accountants are just like ministers, business ministers. You are not just there to be taking record and be writing ledgers and preparing financial statements, doing tax returns, and every other thing you think accountants do. Accountants are builders of the economics. So I want to let you know as an accountant how you move up from just taking records to being part of the business, being major contributors of the business, the steward of the business, and scaling the business to a very remarkable height that the business owner wants it to be. So you are engaged in a business, and as an accountant, maybe the accounting officer who is in charge of payroll management, taking records, financial statements, daily transaction monitoring, and all that. And you think that is your only job. Your only job is not just to come and take record. Your part of your responsibility is to come and scale up that business. Part of your responsibility is to come and use your professional knowledge, your professional skills, your ideas to bring in and be part of the business growth. There are some accountants when they are involved in the business is not doing well, and sometimes you are being owed salaries. Sometimes you are not even paid. And within a couple of months, you have worked in that organization, and the next thing you are thinking you want to leave, you are looking for a better job. And you know you might likely get a good job, which is the normal thing. That somebody who wants to scale up his income, you want to increase your earnings and all that. But that business you are, what contribution are you making? What are the efforts you are putting to grow up that business? What are the things you are doing to make sure that that business is what you want it to be? Because you're not just working for a business just to collect your own salary and that's all. Whether the business is making sales, it doesn't concern you. Whether they are having customers, it doesn't concern you. So I want to let you know how you can become a part of the business. Even part of even if your job does not relate to the part of business development or management, you now bring in your own accounting ideas to the business. Now you advise the business on their cash management. How do they manage cash? You understand? If you notice that your boss is the kind of person who, whenever there's cash, he comes in and take cash from the business, and you are the accountant of the business, you find a way to discourage it. Whenever there is cash in the business, you find a way to move it out of that business into the account, so that your boss will not be always be opportuned to begin to pull out cash because it destroys the business. You understand? Whenever he comes around and sees that there's no cash that he's going to use for unnecessary expenses, which does not even contribute to anything. You just want to spend it on frivolities. So with that strategy, you will be able to cover up that place. He won't have the opportunity. Whenever he comes, he does not see cash. The stress of going to the bank to, or maybe making transfer, he will just ignore and saying, let me, you just push it that thing off, and that is how you just save that money for that business, and the business it will be part of the business cash flow. You understand? So another thing you will have to do is to look at the business spending. As an accountant, you have to monitor the cost of your business that you are engaged with. If they are spending too much, you ask them, you look for a way to cut costs. You look for all those things that are not necessary, that are spending on. You cut it out and give them the relevant things that is meaningful, that will support the business growth. Those expenses that they cannot avoid, that you know that the business must always incur it, whether they like it or not. Those are the kind of expenses you can always accommodate. Those are the expenses you can always look for a way to push it in, but you still reduce it. You monitor the cost of those expenses. It will help the growth of that business. You understand? So business management is a very important skill for an accountant. You have to learn how to manage a business because you are the professional accountant. You have to learn how to manage everything concerning the business. But the people who are working in that business, it's not only the function of the human resource to come and begin to check out the performance and what the workers are doing, their effort. You too, as an accountant, the duty is upon you to make sure that these workers are putting in the necessary effort for the growth of the business. Another thing you have to do is look for a way to attract customers to the business, because customers, clients, and stakeholders are very important people you cannot do without in a business. If they are not there is no how this business will do well. If they are not there, there's no how this business will be able to generate the amount of money you want them to increase your salary tomorrow. So you look for strategies, business customers awareness strategies, where you'll be able to bring in customers. You let your business known through advance, through publicity, through all kinds of trade promotion, through other enterprise promotion, that we bring a positive growth to the business. So these are parts of the job of an accountant. You understand? You are not just restricted to records alone. You have to be part and parcel of that business, so that even if you are not there, you will know they will know that somebody is not there. It's not that you should not teach other people how to do it, but you make sure that your effort, your skills, your professionalism is being felt in that business. So as an accountant, the onus is in you to always bring in these things. You understand? Because it's very, 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 very necessary for the survival and the growth of any business you are working with. You understand? So another thing you have to do as an accountant for the growth of a business is your managerial skills. When it comes to the aspect of managing the people you work with, even your boss. Sometimes your boss will want to make some kind of uh, uh, business mistake. You want to take up some contract. You want to embark in some product line. He wants to engage in some kind of specific purchases. And you have done your, as a accountant, you should be able to know how to do feasibility studies of a business, know the kind of products that are, if your boss is diving towards this area, it will affect his capital. It's going to affect the business. He might not make it in this aspect. So you advise him. You advise him, you call him and tell him, give him your opinion. He will understand you as a professional. And if you are seeing it in his own angle, you both can sit down and Do your own analysis. By then, you must have seen from both angles how bringing this product, spending on this thing, not spending on this thing, will affect the growth of that business. You understand? So this is a very important fact. Another thing is you look at another thing to upgrow a business, and as an accountant, is look at what your competitors are doing. That place you are working, that place you are engaging. You are not the only people in that line of business. There are some people who are ahead of you. There are some competitors. Try to see what they are doing, but don't just go and make things obvious. But try to see either you copy from them or you are ahead of them. For you to be better in a business, for you to be the market leader, you must be doing something that is different from your competitors. Something must make you unique. Something must make you extraordinary. Something must make you so special. Something that other people will see and say, no, let me go and patronize this man. Let me go and patronize this person. So these are the things you do. It doesn't boil to the areas of business. Services also, the kind of qualities of services you render to your client, how they perceive your services. You understand? How you were able to treat them. So these are the areas they will capitalize on in bringing more customer. Because one customer brings another customer brings another. That is how a business grows. A business doesn't just start and begin to spring up and begin to make profit and begin to. You start from small, foundational level. Immediately you start. That is why so many people shy away from starting up a business because they know it is not easy. You start up a business, you don't have customers. Sometimes you go there, you're not making sales, but you're spending on that business. Sometimes it can be very frustrating, honestly. It can be very frustrating. But you must have the mind of an entrepreneur. You must have the mind of taking risk that are reasonable to the success of your business, risks that will support your business growth. Understand? You have to persevere. You have to be consistent. You have to be passionate about that business because passion is everything. Passion is result. Passion is growth. Passion is recognition. Anything you are not passionate about, you might not make waves in it. So the same thing boils down to business. When you are doing a business and you are not passionate about the business, you will not be making profit. That is why whether you are making sales or not, you will just be stagnant. You don't even bother. So as an accountant, you have a lot of work to do. You have a lot of job to do. You are more like a business manager, a business development manager. It is not only somebody who went and read business administrations that can only administer a business. That is just a different uh, idea. Or you understand? So accountants, you have a lot of job to do in scaling up a business. So these are just the fundamental things you should do to assist in the growth of that business that you are engaged with. So I encourage you to always put in your effort, to always be passionate, to always take that business that you're working with as your own. Because some people work in a business and they tend to they're not feeling the business is not feeling them because they are not passionate about it. Even if your salary is too small, do it. Whatever that is worth doing is worth doing well. So take that business as your own, and before you know it, the business will be at the top of the game. And even if you are living for good, and not because you are living because the business is either declining in their sales level, they are not making profit, they cannot pay salaries and all that, and all that because you live and you become a bad luck to the business. So try to do your best as an accountant all the time to be part and parcel of the growth of the organization, business and dev, business organization that you are with, even services oriented companies, banks, oil and gas businesses, churches, and every other kind of organization you are involved with. It is very important. Your skills, your professionalism, your effort. Thank you for listening today. I do appreciate you, my viewers. You have been source of motivation to me. Your support is superb. I am just too happy for all the encouragement. I will continue to give you people the necessary knowledge, the necessary uh, ideas, the necessary things you need to know as an accountant or in other areas of business development. So, thank you for today. Stay tuned as I bring you more current and advanced business ideas and knowledges. Remain blessed. I appreciate you.